What's good, y'all? So your boy just got nominated for Content Creator of the Year at the Connecticut Barber Expo, which is the biggest expo in the United States. First off, I just want to say that I'm humbled for this opportunity to be a nominee. There's 15 nominees total, and of those 15, a bunch of them are homies, and I'm just extremely grateful to be surrounded in this nominee pool by a bunch of great content creators. It's going to be extremely hard to narrow down the winner, but if you have vibe with my content, if you found it useful, if you found it funny, if you found it informational, go to ctbarberexpo.com, click the right top hand corner, create a drop down screen where you can click Barber Grammys, click the Barber Grammys tab, scroll down till you get to creative content, click vote now. A bunch of videos from different content creators will pop up. You can find mine, click vote now, where it'll create a screen where you can put your first name, last name, email address, and you can select the barber that you are nominating. So once again, I appreciate everybody's support. Good luck to all those who are nominees. And once again, I appreciate y'all.
Look, I just flipped the switch.
What's good, everybody? Before we get this tutorial started, I just want to say a huge thank you to Faded Culture for the care package they sent me today. So today we got a tee here. I'm going to open this up and show y'all what we got inside. So it is a t-shirt here. And there is the Faded Culture logo on the front chest. And on the back here, we got Faded Culture 63. So shout out to y'all for the tee. I truly appreciate y'all. It was great working with y'all in San Antonio. And if y'all didn't see that vlog, go to my videos and go click on the 5-star Barber Expo vlog. And y'all will see how that all went down and transpired. But shout out to y'all for the care package for sure, but this ain't it, y'all. This ain't it. We got more stuff that they sent. So we also got a box here, and inside the box, well, you see there it says Faded Culture on the side, but super professional packaging. Inside the box, I kind of opened this earlier, so I already kind of know what's in here. But we got the FC snapback with the Faded Culture on the side, 63. You see that there? And then we got the Faded Culture hair gel, as you can see there. Let it focus. Let it focus on the picture. We also got the Faded Culture clay matte finish. We also have some razor blades. These are double-edged razor blades. You snap them in half and you put them into your shaver holder, which is what we got here. Go ahead and open this bad boy up. It's got a carrying case. Also, oh shoot. Also, we could open this up, take out the sheath that it comes in. Got Faded Culture on the front there. I'm telling you, man, packaging A1. And you got your razor holder there. So shout out to y'all for the care package. I truly appreciate it. It was great working with y'all, like I said, at the 5-star Barber Expo. Y'all are super humble, down to earth. But let's get to this haircut tutorial. What's good, everybody? Back in here with another haircut tutorial. Today we're going to be doing something extremely different than usual. We will be doing a Southside type fade. So you can see here, I'm picking out all the hair and combing it in the direction that the hair wants to naturally lay. So my client came in and he specifically wanted something like the Southside fade because he is balding a lot near the crown area of his head. So I'm making my initial bald line using the TPOB Ghost X trimmer with the DLC blade, and we're just going and tacking this and getting all this hair knocked out underneath. And the way you're going to make this guideline is a lot different than you would usually make any other guideline, because it's extremely exaggerated in the incline towards from the temple area to the crown of the head. And we're doing this specifically so that we can get more of the bulk of the hair towards the front end. Now, if you're not familiar with the Southside fade is a haircut that was popularized by a lot of Houston, Texas rappers. So here in Texas, the Southside is one of those iconic haircuts that people still get from time to time. For me personally, I haven't done this haircut in about 5 years. Is the last time I actually did a Southside fade. So it's been a minute, but I thought this would be a good piece of content for the channel, something different, something that describes the barbering community where I'm at. So right now we're going with the grain with a 1.5 guard lever close using our TPOB candy clipper, and I'm just knocking this hair down to a wavelength. And I do at the end of this video go a lot shorter than a 1.5 lever close, but for the specific purpose of not taking off too much at the very beginning, I made sure that I just went with the 1.5 lever close first, and then eventually down the road we see that we want to go shorter with the top hair, so I go down to a 1 guard lever close towards the end of it. But right now you see I'm still knocking this hair down, laying it nice and flat the way it needs to before we start attacking the fade work on the side. And the reason for doing the top hair first is that way I know what I'm fading into. I don't want to take the fade higher than I really want to, so by getting that initial shape at the top, getting the initial canvas clean, and seeing what I'm going to be fading the majority of the fade into on the top, I can see that visually before I even attack the haircut. So right now we made our first panel of hair to fade into, which was the lever all the way up and no guard. And then we're going to close the lever all the way, slightly open it, fade up, slightly open it, fade up, until we have this area completely knocked out. Now you can see this is not your typical type haircut that you would see on the media nowadays. The Southside fade is kind of dissipated, and it's kind of gone from the barbering community overall. It's so for me to have a client that came in to want this haircut, it was pretty dope because it's not something that you see or do every day. So I just thought, you know what, let me record this. So right now you can see me here, I'm just opening that notch slightly until we get that lever all the way open and get to that next line that we have above that. Now you can see here I'm brushing and fading, and you want to make sure that you're doing this so that way you disperse the hair where it wants to naturally lay, and you can go against the grain and fade it evenly. So now we have that one guard on, lever closed, and we're just going to make another panel of hair to fade into. So I'm making sure to brush, cut the hair, brush, cut the hair, brush, cut the hair, and repeating this process until the end of the haircut, until it's completely done, because we just want to make sure that our canvas is clean and the hair wants to naturally lay where it needs to lay. Now after we got the one guard lever closed, making that panel of hair, we're going to revert back to our half guard and start lever playing with the half guard underneath that one guard lever closed. And we're going to do this until we have the half guard lever all the way open to match up that one guard. And once that's done, we pretty much are going to start detailing a bit here and there, but we got that 1.5 guard, and we're just lever playing with this and just blending into the bulk of the hair on the top. Now you can see here my man, he was a talker, which is always nice because he led the conversation, he steered it. And you know, it's always good to have those clients that have something positive to say to you while they're in the chair. You know, we go through times with so much negativity, but my boy was just all positive from the jump, and I just truly appreciate clients like that. But now we're detailing, got that one guard on, and I'm just lever playing, opening and closing that lever as I see fit, using the corners of my blade to make sure that we get a nice blend. And then I got that 1.5 guard lever open to fade up into the top hair. Now it's not fading in as much as I want, so I go up to that 2 guard and begin to play with the lever until I get it faded in as much as I possibly can. I don't want a heavy line of demarcation where the side hair meets the bulk of the hair on the top, so I'm really taking my time to detail. But now I got that 1 guard on, lever all the way open, and I'm just going with the grain. And you can see my pinky, I'm not sure if you can see, but in the video my pinky, I'm closing that notch lever notch by notch until the lever is all the way closed, and I'm one lever closed with the grain, and then I'm gonna go against the grain with the lever all the way open. Now the reason why I do that is I start with the lever all the way open because that was our 1.5, which is what we initially did at the top, and I just don't want to take off too much bulk around that parietal ridge area, so I'm going and I close it all the way slowly. You know, we progressively did it as we seen fit. So now just detailing here and there to get this as icy as possible. And then after this, we're gonna go ahead and do the right side, while his left, our right. So after we do that, what we do to one side, we want to do to the other because we want to maintain that symmetry in the haircut. So right there, you can see me still going with the grain, just to detail. You know, most people can just see that and be like, all right, we'll let the haircut stop on this side. The fade looks decent to me, but for me, I really wanted to give this client quality service like all my clients and make sure that we give them the best possible haircut we can. So you want to make sure that you're always maintaining that professionalism and that desire to leave your clients with a lasting product, because once they leave that chair, they are a walking billboard. Everybody will see this man works for the city. So anybody that he comes in contact throughout the day working for the city, they're going to see that haircut and they're going to be like, where'd you get that cut? And now he can say, I got it from Jayblends. So want to make sure that you are paying attention to little things like that. But like I said, what we did to the left side, we're going to do the exact same thing to the right side. Now at this point, I told you earlier in the video that we are going to go lower on the top, and that's what we're doing here. One guard lever close with the grain just to lay it completely down. But that blend is coming out. It's really looking nice. The flow to the haircut is looking really good. My man, he didn't see the mirror yet, but I know he knew that he was in for a transformation. But we got that Shazap line spray, and we're just prepping our hairline before we actually do the edge up. And the trimmer I am going to be using for this haircut is going to be the Demon with the GTX Andis GTX blade modification that I got from Elite Clipper Mods. But you can see here the Andis GTX blade on this Demon trimmer is absolutely hitting. It's doing work. You can see the concentration in my face. We're trying to get this man crispy and ready to go. But now I got that razor in there. We got the 245 triple cartridge razor with the Dorco Prime blades, and we're just going to work on this hairline, making sure it's nice and crispy with the razor. I hit every client with the razor on the edge up just to make sure that we get it as sharp as possible. So once we do that, once the edge up's all completely done with the razor, we're gonna go over it with a Barber Magic Pencil, the nude color, and this is just enhancement prep. This is gonna act as a barrier for when I use my color enhancement in my JV Pro airbrush compressor. So that's what we're doing right now. I got the 245 Sean Cuts Hair color card. We got the 245 no drip inside the canister with the JV Pro airbrush, and we're just knocking out this hairline, giving it a little bit more pop with the color enhancement, and just making sure that everything is looking copacetic. So you can see here the edge up portion is coming together, the blend is there, the edge up's crispy. Homeboy is happy with the service, and overall it was just a great experience for me and my client. But yeah, if you guys learned something in this video, maybe a little history on the haircut, maybe a little technique that you picked up, let me know down in the comments. But right now we're just blending out that Barber Magic Pencil with the blade, making sure we don't have him leaving the chair with all them pencil marks heavy. That's one of my pet peeves, is people walking out like that heavy. But there is the cut. Southside fade on my boy. We did a little bit of goatee trimming in there, but I didn't throw that in the video. But you can see the haircut. You can see kind of where he was thinning on the top where he's balding, but we tried to make sure we could blend all that together and get the final product, which we have here, the Southside fade. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, God bless.